Welcome to the Taking Care of Tutu podcast. I'm your host, Meg Obanov, and we're so excited today to have Tiffany Chou on our podcast. Welcome, Tiffany.
Thank you so much, Meg.
I'm happy to have you here. I just walked by your store. So will you just tell us a little bit about your background? I know you're raised on Maui and why you wanted to start Depo Market. And let's start there.
Okay, so my name's Tiffany. I have a younger brother named Chris, and he is autistic. I've always known that I was eventually going to, as the oldest sibling, I think I was it was never spoken, but I always knew that I was going to be his caregiver at some point. It happened a little sooner than I guess I thought or maybe hoped. And one of the things that I quickly realized when he came into my care is that it is really hard to fill another adult schedule if they don't have a job or aren't in school.
Yeah.
And so that is what led us to starting our business, Depo Market, that employs adults with disabilities. It's a brick and mortar store in Wailuku, Maui, and we also have an online retail store.
Great. And you, I feel like even when you were here in high school, did you start a nonprofit or you were already involved in the special needs community beyond your brother?
I was. That was a lot of encouragement from our mom, who was very active in making sure Chris was getting the care and education that he deserved. She was a really big advocate for Chris and other kids in the education system that had disabilities. And she encouraged me to start a nonprofit called the Dancing Palette. When I was in high school, we did classes on the weekend. It wasn't really a class. It was like an art and dance program for kids under 18 to come and do dance and art projects. Chris and I had started a YouTube channel earlier. It didn't really, we had a really great time doing it, but it didn't really go anywhere. And started posting videos on TikTok, and then we had a video go viral talking about, the video was me saying that Chris wanted to work at a jewelry store and that I had talked to a couple people that worked at those national brands and was kind of taken as a joke, never taken that like I was actually serious. And that was what the really short video was about, and we went viral. And that basically started our TikTok social media journey and really got our online store off the ground. And then what happened was, because I wasn't really familiar with how much money someone that receives disability benefits is allowed to make, all the money was going to Chris. He opened a bank account, got a credit card, and he ended up making too much money from the pop-ups, and we got a call from Social Security saying he's making too much money.
Wow. Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay. Should probably know that. And I was like, that really sucks. What are we going to do? And that is when I had the idea to start Depo Market, because so many other of the adults at Chris's program at La Kea wanted to work doing something they actually want to do. I call it front of the house jobs, where they're not just in the back somewhere doing something. No into those jobs at all. But like, you do not see anyone like Chris working retail, checking out customers. I don't think.
And what he learned from the pop-ups at the Fairmont, he learned sales skills, because you two already both knew the jewelry making part, but I'm guessing the sales part was all new to him. And then it sounds like together you're learning TikTok, social media, and YouTube, and the marketing of it too.
It's funny because when we were deciding to open a store, I was like, I got to talk to someone that's worked retail, because I don't know anything about retail. And I was like, what? We've been selling for 3 years doing retail. And I didn't, it just like click in my head.
Yeah.
A lot of our materials are all reclaimed. We go to the Habitat for Humanity Restore quite a lot. That's where our table came from. That's where
Beautiful.
we took pieces of so that was the old cash register at the old space.
Oh.
And then this is our sitting area, also used chairs and couches, and
That couch is a used couch. That's beautiful.
on Facebook Marketplace.
Wow.
Not very comfortable, but that's okay because
But it's very pretty.
that's our.
I bet Chris likes that couch.
Yeah, Chris has been known to lay down on there.
It gives fancy jewelry stores.
There's Chris facing around. That is
Hi, Chris.
you can say hi. I'm just giving a tour.
Oh,
Hi. Hi, Chris.
there.
I think I love it. How long did you just get that?
Yesterday.
He just redyed
Yeah.
it.
You got it.
How did you sprayed it or you used a bottle? How did you dye it?
Not yesterday.
It's like a paste. It's a color paste hair dye, but then leave it in washed out.
I got it this Tuesday.
You got it Tuesday? Yeah, it's nice. I think your shirt, your hair, it matches the aesthetic of the store really well.
Thank you.
And then that's one of our display areas with a lot of this is our like local artist showcase, where we have a couple friends that have they're selling their things. This is the cash register area.
And did you just go buy some clothing? You're selling some clothing as well?
It's very sparse. Yeah. Clothing rack. That's our really messy storage area that I'm not going to show you. More jewelry. And then our really popular hair clip bar and the kids stuff down there.
Nice.
And then we still have, so everyone still asks for the charm jewelry, which we have here, but we have because Chris is the only one that can do it. It's kind of like a DIY. You pick out your charm and then you can pick out a necklace and just do it yourself.
Got it.
So we could still carry that over without anyone having to do it. Yeah.
Very nice. It's super cute.
Thanks.
And so how many employees do you have now?
We have 4 employees, and everyone except for one person works 2 days a week. Our employees are all neurodivergent. We only have little cards that say like, what is autism? What is Down syndrome? But we don't have any, like, I want people to come in here and be like, oh, okay. I've never seen someone like that working retail. I didn't want it to be like a come in here to feel good come in here and feel good, but I didn't want it to be like not that nonprofits are like pity stuff, but I wanted it to speak, everyone that works here to speak for themselves and for the business to speak for itself. If that makes sense.
I think it's similar to what you're saying about the origami earrings and pivoting to something that's more marketable. Like you want people to be there for the jewelry, to be purchasing the jewelry because they want to wear the jewelry, and also to be able to purchase that from someone who they wouldn't expect to be selling them jewelry. So it's, great.